Hello, is that Lee? Who is there? Please comment. It's been a right mess up tonight. I'm really sorry. Hello. Ask me anything on exercise. Hello. Please put a question there on exercise, diet, lifestyle, movement, thinking, breathing, anything you want. Any questions? Ah. No, I didn't know. Who told you that? Did you know that you've got many more wrinkles than me? Wrinkle, dinkle, wrinkle, wrinkle, wrinkle. Where is everyone tonight? What is going on? Bloody Phil called me 3 times and messed up all the live chat. Donkey. Fuck's sake. You old wrinklies, you know what I mean, could be a right pain in the arse. Huh? Now my sister's trying to call me and fuck it all up as well. What the fuck is going on? So how's your day been, Robin? Have you been doing that jiu-jitsu shadow fighting? Well, it's the only thing you've ever fought, isn't it? Is your shadow. Shadow, me and my bicep. Bet you wish you had one of them, Rob. Oh dear, I don't need a proper job. I'm a dosser. I'm a dosser. Look at that arm. Look at that arm. Bet you wish you had one of them, Rob. Not a wrinkled one like yours. Oh dear. So, have you counted how many wrinkles you got on your face? Wrinkle, wrinkle. You haven't got a proper job. You go and fix a copier and you go home. That's not a proper job. A proper job is when you do an 8-hour day slogging away. You know you want to be like me. Of course you want to be like me. Look at that chest. You wish you had a chest there, not like them fucking man boobs that you've got. Wow. You're more like a woman than a man, aren't you? A woman, wrinkled man. I'm looking at you, Robin. I'm looking at you. Any other questions, Robin? No more questions about cheaters, please. I wish I never told you that now. Who's got more than you? Me. I've got more than you. But you can't do that, Rob. You know, if you've done it with yours, because the connective tissue is sagging a lot, it'd ping up and hit you in the face, wouldn't it? Robin, catch that. Catch that, Robin. Catch that, Robin. Catch that, Robin. Hello? Oh. You take the you take the cheetah with the baboon and you let the baboon sort the cheetah out. That's how you sort that out, Rob. Good question, though. I want to know, being 60, that how are you going to get rid of them 80 wrinkles you've got? Hello? Please subscribe. Post the question below. Or is that Lee? Is that Lee there? Who else is there? My mate Robin is on here. He's the jiu-jitsu shadow fighter. Because he can only fight his shadow. Robin, how long have you been fighting your shadow? Oh, Joe. Oh, hello, Joe. What do you want to ask me, Joe? You got any questions? On diet, lifestyle, exercise. Me and my friend has just been having a joke with each other. He's the killer jiu-jitsu shadow fighter. He's a black belt in shadow fighting. You're supposed to laugh. But it's a joke between me and Robin. But if you have got any serious questions, then just ask Joe on what you want to know. if there's anything you want to know, if that makes sense. Any questions? Fire away. Questions about cheaters are banned, but wrinkle questions are allowed. Oh, intermittent fasting, great idea. Can get you lean very, very quickly. Can help with a gut microbiome as well. Okay, Rob, I'll do your shadow a question, a program. I'll do it in shadow form for him, so he can do some shadow boxing with his jiu-jitsu shadow friend. Oh dear. Hello, whoever's there, please post your questions. So somebody's just asked about intermittent fasting and fasting in general. I highly agree with it, but if you've got a liver that makes too much bilirubin, it may not be a good idea. And if you've got really bad blood sugar issues, then maybe you need to use fasting tea. Well, rice would be too high in starch. So if you're eating huge amounts of rice, you may end up storing huge amounts of weight around the belly section or your back or your upper chest, or you may get it on. My mate's got a wrinkled face, so because he eats too much rice. So you got to be careful when you're eating too much rice. I would suggest not white rice, to have brown rice, because the body will utilise all of that if you want to get lean but get bulked and get henched up. But if you've got a shadow like my friend, you don't need to feed your shadow. Meat. I really enjoy, steak, chicken, lamb, especially lamb. Oh, I love lamb. Lamb just has an amazing taste, So to answer your question, those are my favourite bulking foods. I do like to have noodles and stuff, but I've managed to find a gluten-free and pasta-free noodles that are made out of brown rice, which are really, really lovely, really easy to cook. And please give me a thumbs up. Really easy to cook and tastes lovely, But that's more of a carb type meal when I'm like a protein type. So I need to eat more eye foods or more meat foods in which to keep the mass and the bulk. But I'm just 85 kilos at the moment, and I'm happy being 85. I don't want to get any heavier, so I'm not really into eating, huge amounts of protein in which to stay big and bulky. I'd rather stay lean and ripped now because I'm 50 years old and I don't want to be as wrinkly as my friend, because he's got some real bad wrinkles, His wrinkles are that bad that he trips up on them when he goes for a walk. Yeah. Yeah, Robin, I think you're 85 years old in your brain. Oh, what are you going to say? Oh, dear. So have you got any more questions? Just ask. Oh, wow, it was a long one. Jay Fitness. Didn't we speak last time, Jay? Diving stretches. What's that? Yeah, you could try that, but with honey, if you've got a parasite infection or a fungal infection, the honey will feed it. So you've got to be really, really careful if you ingest too much honey. So I don't think that's a good idea, in my opinion. But I know a powerlifting strongman, which is not my mate Robin. He used to take a lot of honey and stuff like that when he trained, because he was diabetic, so his blood sugar would crash a lot when he was exercising. So he found by having a spoonful of honey before he trained. It really enhanced his training. So I wouldn't rule it out. I just watch your body, and if your six-pack starts to go or you start to get more wrinkles, then get the honey and put it on your face. Hey, Robin. Oh, dear. Sorry, that was a little joke there between me and my mate. Any other questions? Robin, do your wrinkles talk to each other? Like the shadow fighter? Do you talk to your shadow? Or do you have a shadow? Does your shadow have wrinkles? I'm just wondering. Any questions? Just post below and like. You want to ask me anything else? Oh, please subscribe, new person, and please ask me a question about exercise, diet, lifestyle, breathing, thinking, movement, wrinkles, shadow fighting, shadow boxing, and jiu-jitsu black belts. I don't have a black belt. I have a white belt. I have a brown belt. I have a purple belt. I have a cream belt. But Bruce Lee said belts were only good for keeping your pants up. So I think I should throw them all out. Do you think that's a good idea? Come on, Wrinkle. You must have something to say. So if you've got any questions, just post them below and I'll answer them the best way that I can about diet, lifestyle, exercise. 20 years of experience of being a master personal trainer and 40 years of working out. Can't believe it's been that long. Robin, it's been about 108 years of you working out, hasn't it? Oh, hello, Jay. Right, I'll answer the first question. Robin, can you write in English, please? Stop writing in German. What was the other question? Sorry. Yeah, I like working in, definitely, and I'll probably do it 2 or 3 times a week, depending on how depleted and tired I am. But I've really been going through a period of, training quite hard with the kettlebells and the club bells and the Swiss ball, and just keeping my conditioning as much as I can, because I lost a lot of it last March because I was just doing working exercises and I didn't do any strength and conditioning for about 2.5 months. So trying to get it all back now. I've got a new kettlebell coming in a couple of days' time, so looking forward to doing new videos with that. And I've got Robin's Week stretchy bands coming as well. I'm sure I'm going to have to send them back because they're going to be far too weak for me. So we'll just have to see. Hey, Robin. What is he fighting again? I didn't know whether he was fighting. You're talking about Conor McGregor? Who's he fighting? If he's fighting the... what's that guy's name? Khabib, he's got no fucking chance. Khabib fights bears. Nobody's going to win against Khabib. He's too much of a skillful tactician when he's in the octagon. And the only thing with Khabib, he's quite predictable and it's a bit boring. Whereas at least with Conor, obviously, who was that other guy who was fighting? The lanky one that had a horrible posture. Their fights were really good because they were just full on. They were just battering each other to pieces. That was really good to watch. What was his name? I can't remember his name. He went in the ring with a joint in his hand, didn't he? Last year or the year before. Hello. Oh, Fury, you're talking about AJ. Tyson Fury and AJ. My money's on Tyson Fury. I just think he's a much better boxer. And he's, one of his fights where he got knocked out and then he got up was just amazing. It was just fantastic to see that. You know what I mean? The hand of God helped him up or whatever. So that was really good to see. And Tyson Fury carries a bit of weight on him, and he's not as muscular as AJ. What? Conor is fighting Tyson Fury. No, AJ. Look, you wrinkled old retard. Get it right. You sure? Are we getting confused, or am I getting confused? It's one of the two, isn't it? I think it's AJ and Tyson Fury. Yeah? I don't know this kind of guy then, if he's fighting somebody else before he fights AJ. But that's the main fight to see, isn't it? Because AJ's got all the belts, and if Tyson Fury wins... Oh, I don't know. No. Dustin Portrait. Didn't he fight him before? Is that the farmer cowboy guy? Yeehaw. Robin. Cowboy. Shadow fighter. I'm not too sure, I'd have to... I've not really watched much of it recently. I watched the last AJ fight, which was enjoyable. That's it, yeah, Nat Diaz, yeah. I don't like that guy. He's a right tosser. Well, I don't know him. I can't really say that. But the way he carries himself and all that is full of attitude, and he's the type of guy that you want to really smack. I'd stamp on his head. That's what I would do if I was in the ring with him. Kick him in the balls, wait till he goes down, knee him in the head. Then as he goes back, then I'd stamp on his head. Yeah, that's what I would do. What would you do, Wrinkle, at your age? You'd slap him with one of your wrinkles, wouldn't you, Rob? Any other questions? Thank you very much for being on my live chat. I really appreciate it. I don't know where Lee's gone. Lee, are you still there? I'm a lover, not a fighter. Wait a minute. How can you be a lover when you ain't had a shank for 2 years? Oh, I know why you're a lover. You dream about it. You don't actually do it, do you? Hello, please subscribe. Please, we're talking about exercise. We're having a little bit of a banter as well, a bit of a joke. So if you want to join in, you're more than welcome. So for the two people on, Robin's my very, very good friend. And we have a laugh and joke and take the piss out of each other. Well, he's got nothing to take the piss out of me because I'm just perfect. But he's just all wrinkled up, It's funny because when he goes out in the cold, he's so wrinkled, he goes blind. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. You're the most... have you ever seen one of them wrinkled dogs? Well, Robin's a wrinkled human. Oh, dear. So he goes out in the wind and his face goes... Oh, get an ab workout. This is great. Too much wanking. No, I'm only joking. I didn't mean that. It can be structural alignment. It can be overloading the joint, being too much of a he-man in the gym, and somebody said if you can't lift it, don't lift it. Or it could be you can get shoulder pain from a liver issue, and you can get shoulder pain from adrenal fatigue as well. So these are the things that you can look at dietary wise, lifestyle wise, to find out why the person's got shoulder pain. Or it could be a structural alignment. I've got a shoulder this side. When I do that, it goes clonk, clonk. But if I bring my shoulder backwards and go up and down, there's no clonk, clonk. Or plonk, plonk. So when I'm training shoulders, I'm aware of it. So what I do is if I'm doing sides, I'll just bring the shoulder back a little bit, then do sides. Last year or the year before, I was doing 40 kilo dips, and I did rip my chest. So, and I broke my own rules where I went too deep, so then I stopped doing it. Yeah, I do like cheesy dips. That's what your girlfriend said, isn't it? She said, I don't want you cheesy dipping me. Oh, that was a good one, that one, wasn't it, Rob? That was a good one. Your wrinkles love that, and your shadow at the same time. Yeah, it's the shoulders, you've got to be really careful of them. And if you're not firing your core, then you will get a shoulder injury. Well, the one that I've got is quite hard to get. I don't know if the Institute is still making them anymore. And I've got two. I've got the warm-up ball, and then I've got the really heavy ball. And I tried the ones that they sell on Amazon and other places, and they're fucking too heavy. And they're not got enough spring in them. So when you do go whacking it against the wall, it doesn't speed up enough. Now, the one that I've got, when I do it on the floor or against the wall, it goes faster and faster. And you can only use it for 10 seconds. Fuck off, I'm not selling mine. It's mine for me to use. I will use it more in the when the weather gets a bit better, and show Robin how to use the tornado ball, because at his age, if he started using it, the power in it would make his arms fly off, and his wrinkles wouldn't take it neither. So really, thank you for being on the live chat. If you've got any other questions, just fire away, and I'll answer them the best way that I can. Any other questions? Robin, I know some good wrinkle cream if you want to borrow some. It's called Semen. Oh, hello. Please subscribe. And oh, hello. If you've got any questions, please post the questions, and I'll be happy to answer your exercise questions. We're having a bit of banter on here as well. So if you want to say a nice joke, then you can say a joke as well. That's fine. Thoracic outlet syndrome. There's a test you can do for that, which is like that. And you squeeze your hands together. And then you would do a upper body program, a corrective exercise program. It's quite complex, so it's quite complex to go through on here. Shadow, wrinkle, wrinkle. But if you want to send me a personal email, then we can talk about me helping you with your wrinkle, wrinkle, your shadow, shadow, and your bad smelling farts, and you'll be fine. If you've got any questions, please post below, and I'll answer your questions on exercise, diet, lifestyle. And we're having a bit of banter on here, a bit of jokey time. So post a serious question, or post a joke, or whatever you want. I don't take myself too seriously, and I believe none of us should, you know. It's really important for us to have good humour, good banter. So is anyone stuck with their exercise program? I know Robin's stuck with his wrinkles, but, you know, when you get to 75, they're hard to get rid of, you know, unless you iron your face out. We could do that in the ring, Rob. I could iron your face out with my fists. Any more questions? Thank you very much for being on the live chat. I really oh, here we go. I really appreciate it. Right, so if you're 14 years old and you're struggling with motivation, you need to watch Rocky 3. If you watch Rocky 3 and listen to Eye of the Tiger, put that on your iPad, iPhone, whatever you've got, and play it, and then you'll start training. That should help motivate you. Yeah, Rocky 3, it's brilliant. Have you ever seen it? It's got Sylvester Stallone in it and Hulk Hogan. It's brilliant. Now, when that first came out, when I was in my teens, I was probably 15, 16 years old. Did it help? Did it help? The Eye of the Tiger get you motivated? Oh, yeah, me too. I love the 80s, definitely. One of the best times ever. Am I only saying that because I'm an old boy? I don't know. Robin says that the 80s wasn't the time he really loved. Robin says he really loved the early 20s. Hello, please subscribe and please post a question about exercise, diet, lifestyle, movement, thinking, breathing, living, dying, shagging, shamanism, sound healing, anything you want. So there's no rules when it comes to my podcast. Just ask the question. The other thing that I would do is, you know, if you want to motivate yourself, is yeah. If you really want to motivate yourself, you know, being 14, maybe go to a martial arts club like
it's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. My mate's Robin's place, where they teach you how to fight shadows. You want my noddy hat on? All right, I'm just going to go and get my noddy hat just for Robin. Right, the first one that laughs has to give me 50 press-ups. You ready? It's my noddy hat. Do you like my noddy hat? Give me a thumbs up if you like my noddy hat. I love it. It's brilliant. Cost me a lot of money. They see me coming, didn't they? I thought so. Yeah. Okay, so got any more questions? Oh, what was that? Oh. Hello? Yeah, definitely. Can't believe you're agreeing with the wrinkle. Yeah, so with my clients, I do sound healing, I do massage, as well as use corrective exercise with clients. And I really love doing the shamanic stuff with clients, only if they're open to it. A lot of people are very closed. So you have to be careful on who you can do that type of work with. Any other questions? Who's that? I can't read the last word. Was that in German? Oh, hello. Please subscribe. Please ask a question about diet, lifestyle, exercise. The last question that was asked was about motivation, and I said Rocky 4 or Rocky 3 movies, getting some good music on, hanging around with decent people that can push you and motivate you by calling you nice names, not horrible names. Can I walk you through a personal? Okay, so my warm up would be I'd grab a Swiss ball, I'd go from side to side, then I'd squat down to the floor, push the ball out in front of me, then bring the ball back into me. So that's making me stretch out my lats and come back again, and then going up and down, and then I rotate my feet inwards and outwards, so I'm warming up my hip and my pelvis, ready for the exercise. Then I go through my corrective stretches. Then once I've done my stretches, then I do my first set of the hardest exercise. So I always do my hardest exercise first, which with my mate Robin, he doesn't know the word hard, so he'll just use his pink kettlebells, which weigh 2 kilos. Yeah. Yeah, I do my warm up and then I go to sleep because I'm fucked. No, but I like to work out extremely hard. So my OAP friend Robin, he can't keep up, and I have to work out with his wheelchair. And then he feels like he's had a workout. Then I have to slap his wrinkles, and that helps me work my triceps. Yeah, so that's the warm up I go through. I do about 5 to 10 minutes until I get a light sweat on the body. Yeah, your helium filled big kettlebells. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I believe that you need to warm up, then you stretch, then you work out. A lot of guys don't even warm up; they just go straight into the fucking set as heavy as they can, and then they wonder why they get injured. And the idea is to keep your body injury free by making sure that you